Hello and welcome to TZ Gaming. Today I'll be showing gameplay footage from the Skyrim build named the Treasure Hunter by beancounter. Currently this is the feature build on the Skyrim blog website, and for more information on this build, feel free to click the link in the description down below.
You're the one who put out the fire in the lighthouse, right? That was good work. Deja's in the hold at the ship. Go down 2 levels.
The Treasure Hunter is not only a master of stealth combat, but if you're caught off guard, you're able to use block talents not only with a shield but a torch to light your opponents on fire.
My brother told me. Ha! You're as good as dead. All right then. Not impressed.
Once you have defeated any opponents that may have caught you off guard, you have 2 choices: to either run with your shield out and knock over opponents, or to get back into stealth mode and to be able to be sneaky again. In either case, you should be effective, and no matter what, you'll be able to combat the opponents. You'll be able to do one or the other, or both simultaneously. You can either get into stealth then shield charge, or you can try to go for sneak backstabs or sneak attacks to the front. However, in order to not be caught off guard, you should stealth and sneak around the area using silent rolls to go between doorways, as well as to be able to eliminate opponents one by one with sneak attacks. This way, if you do get caught out in the open, you won't be ambushed by multiple opponents, and this way you'll be staying in stealth for much longer in order to sneak around and get as much loot as possible.
What's the hurry?
When sneaking for stealth loot, as well as trying to attack opponents, using your torch can be a great way to illuminate the area, as well as fitting the roleplay aesthetic of the Treasure Hunter. However, when you go for sneak attacks, use your shield, as your torch will illuminate you and make you much easier to be detected. When facing, say, 2 opponents, backstabbing one opponent, then shield charging the other is an effective way to eliminate any kind of threat. Once the opponent is knocked over, you can backstab them while they're on the ground trying to get up slowly, and you'll do the maximum multiplier damage, as this counts as a backstab and not just a single hit. You should also be wary of the environment and how you can use it effectively as a treasure hunter. This opponent is right near the edge, and I have shield charge, and I'm going to knock him right into the water, and he'll drown. Silent rolls can be used effectively when opponents are facing towards you and you're trying to stealth past them, but there are scripted events where this is not useful and you still will be detected.
First you murder my sister, then you massacre my men. To oblivion with your loot. This ends now.
When you're cornered and you're unable to hide anywhere, it is time for fight instead of flight, so you can use your shield charge to knock over any opponent, and also possibly use a shield bash to disarm them so that you can be effective in one-on-one combat. However, when you're detected by multiple groups of enemies, it's best to use your shield to be able to block and bash and knock over opponents so that they're all disoriented, and using your shield charges to try to knock them off the edge. Once you've got one opponent getting up slowly, start to attack them in the back. As mentioned earlier, using your wits about you can be a great way to win combat. You may not be the strongest warrior, but you certainly can be the smartest. Knocking over opponents into the edges of water will drown them, especially from a high enough height. You can use this when there is not water, but you're elevated from the ground to knock opponents to slam into the ground. Also, you'll be able to do this to multiple opponents. You can use your silent rolls to be able to get around opponents, crouch and sneak, as well as lining them up and then effectively knocking them into the water. After all opponents are defeated, you'll be hitting the motherlode. Imperial Luck, Golden Touch, Treasure Hunter, plus the Prowler's Profit will give you enough money that nobody will ever be able to stop you again.